If you're over 40, your X-ray or MRI says shoulder arthritis, and you were told to slow down or stop lifting, this video is for you. Maybe you get a deep ache in the joint every time you bench, overhead press, or reach up to the cupboard. Maybe you can't sleep on that shoulder without it throbbing for hours, and you're scared arthritis means you're done lifting for good. In this video, I'll show you 3 simple at-home tests to see how your shoulder's actually doing, and 3 exercises that help you keep lifting in a way your shoulder can tolerate, without trying to stretch everything to death or relying on injections and surgeries. I'm Dr. Seyforth, online shoulder rehab specialist and founder of Combat Performance. I fought my own shoulder pain for years. I did the PT, the scraping, the needling, the bands, the stretches, and everyone stared at my shoulder joint and ignored everything around it. With our clients, they're told it's your rotator cuff, your labrum, your arthritis, and never your neck, your upper back, your shoulder blade, or the way you actually lift. Today, my team and I have helped over 800 shoulders through one-on-one online rehab and coaching, mostly lifters in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who still want to bench, press, row, do pull-ups and dips for years to come, not just be told to stop. Quick disclaimer, I'm not your doctor and this isn't individual medical advice. These tests and exercises are here to give you better information and better options so you can train smarter with the shoulder you have. Let's talk about what arthritis really means for lifting, then we'll get into the tests and exercises. Most over 40 lifters have some wear and tear arthritis on imaging. All that really means is the joint has changed over time. It doesn't automatically mean pain, and it definitely doesn't automatically mean no lifting. Think of it like this. If you drive the exact same road home every single day, the pavement eventually breaks down. You get ruts, cracks, potholes. That's arthritis. One joint surface taking the same load in the same way for years. What we're doing with smart training and big 5 work isn't magically repaving that old road. We're building you alternative routes. By getting your neck, upper back, shoulder blade, and shoulder joint to move differently, you get a second and third way home. You'll still use the old road sometimes, but now it isn't taking on all that traffic. Less wear and tear on that one path, and more options for how you move and lift. That's the part we can actually control. Those alternative routes come from working on 5 key areas: your neck and nerves, your thoracic spine, your shoulder blade, your shoulder joint itself, and how you load all of it when you bench, press, pull, carry, and sleep. In the rest of this video, we'll use a few simple tests and exercises to start opening up those other roads. Now let's see what your shoulder can do right now. Test 1 is active shoulder overhead flexion. This shows us how your shoulder handles getting your arm overhead. Stand tall, thumb up. Slowly raise your arm straight out in front of you and up towards your ears. Don't lean your body back or twist to cheat. Compare sides. A good enough result, you can get close to your ear with maybe a mild ache that settles quickly when you bring your arm down. We need to respect this result. You hit a hard block halfway up, or you get a sharp, deep joint pain that makes you want to drop your arm. Make a mental note, how high you get and what kind of pain you feel. I know you're struggling with shoulder pain and you obviously want to fix it, so text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 and I'll send you my free shoulder pain fix demo. Now back to the show. Test 2 is hand behind the back reach. This is looking at extension and internal rotation. This tells us how well you can reach for things like a belt loop, bra strap, or back pocket, but it also correlates to the gym, like a bottom of a bench press or a dip. Stand tall, slide your hand behind your back like you're reaching your back pocket, and then go as high as you can up. See how far you can go without forcing it. Again, compare sides. If one side is way lower or you get that deep joint ache early, that's useful data. If it's just tight but not painful, that's more of a mobility and tolerance issue we can train. Test number 3 is 90-90 external rotation. This shows us how your shoulder handles the classic pressing and throwing position. Lift your arm out to the side so your elbow is at shoulder height. With your elbow bent to 90 degrees, slowly rotate your forearm back like you're winding up to throw a ball. Compare left to right. If you feel a sharp, deep joint pain in the front or top of the shoulder, or your waist stiffer on the arthritic side, that tells us this position needs support and gradual loading. If it just feels tight but manageable, that's another lane we can gradually open up. They're just showing us where your roads are smooth and where the pavement is a little beat up. Now, let's talk about 3 exercises that help you build those alternative routes. First up is wall slides. This helps your shoulder blade and shoulder joint work together overhead instead of jamming the joint. Stand facing a wall with one foot slightly in front of the other. Place your hands on the wall at about shoulder height, pinkies touching. Gently press into the wall and slowly slide your arms up as high as you can without a sharp pinch or big back arch, then slide back down. Shoot for 2 sets of 8 to 10 slow reps in a green or low yellow pain range. You should feel your shoulder blades moving up and around your ribs, not just the front of the joint taking all the load. Next is a wall open book to free up your upper back so your shoulder doesn't have to cheat for every little bit of rotation. Stand or half kneel side to the wall. With your hip close to the wall, put your hands together in front of you at chest height. Keeping your hip connected to the wall, slowly open up your top arm and chest away from the wall like you're opening a book. Follow your eyes with your hand. Go as far as comfortable, then return. Do 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps per side. You should feel motion through your ribs and upper back, not just cranking on the shoulder. The third exercise is a banded extension to wake up the muscles in the back of the shoulder and give the joint more stability. Grab a band, place both arms behind your back and hold the band, keeping your elbows mostly straight. From there, pull your arms back behind you into extension, squeezing the back of your shoulders, then slowly returning forward. Aim for 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. You should feel this in the back of the shoulder and upper back, not a sharp bite in the front of the joint. With arthritis, some mild discomfort is normal. The key is how much and how long it lasts. Use this traffic light. Green is a 0 to 2 out of 10. Feels good or like a mild ache that eases quickly, generally fine. Yellow is a 3 to 4 out of 10. Discomfort that settles within 24 hours. Usually okay as long as it's trending better over time. And red is a 6 out of 10 or higher. Sharp or deep joint pain, or soreness that spikes and lingers more than 24 hours. That's your sign to modify range, load, or exercise. Simple rule of thumb, with arthritis, it's okay to feel a little bit, but it's not okay to feel wrecked for the next day or two. One of my clients said it perfectly. He's seen a ton of providers. Everyone poked at his shoulder, stretched it, needled it, and told him, well, it's arthritis. When we started working together, he said,
when you told me, Dave, it's not just your shoulder, it's everything else around your shoulder that we got to work on. And it's got to be your neck and your nerves. And I'm like going, nobody's told me that. Nobody's even mentioned none of that to me.
Once we started treating the whole system instead of just a sore spot in the image, his shoulder stopped dominating his life. That's the power of building those alternative routes. Dave now is playing pickleball, working out 4 days a week, and has no plans on getting a shoulder replacement. Remember, your shoulder lives inside a Big 5 system. Your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blades, shoulder joint, and nerves. Over 40, the game isn't perfect MRI or bust. It's strong, stable, and smart shoulders that let you live and lift on your terms. If you want help figuring out exactly which parts of your Big 5 are holding you back and how to train with your current shoulder, grab my free Big 5 shoulder fix training using the link in the description. So if you're over 40 with shoulder arthritis on imaging and you still want to lift, use the 3 tests to see how your shoulder actually moves. Overhead, behind your back, and in that 90-90 position. Start building alternative routes with wall slides, wall open books, and banded extensions. Stay in green and smart yellow and avoid living in that red zone. If you want more arthritis-friendly exercises and ideas, the best next video to watch is this. It'll give you more variations and progressions to plug into your warm-ups and training. If you're tired of dealing with the shoulder pain and have tried things such as PT, injections, chiropractors, and you're still dealing with the pain and you want a plan to fix it for good, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.